I'm going to talk about upcoming patterns, so let's talk about the pressure pattern first. It's going to go every 24 hours, like 30 hours. So 2 p.m. the pressure is this origin east, and it's going to turn to the trough. It's not the U.S., but it's still positive PNA in Canada, in southern Ontario actually. So next hour, 8 a.m. So I'll go back and see it again and see that part. 8 a.m. and the low pressure moves through and trough in the east and ridge in the west. Still positive PNA and low pressure hits the Great Lakes, which is southern Ontario close to. 8 p.m. Solo with some rain, lake effect rains, so I decided to do it again. So, so still some positive PNA. 540 line is below southern Ontario, even though if it's like above freezing, it's still like freezing temps somewhere in the air. So so next hour let's do nighttime. So 8 a.m. still positive PNA and low pressure moves to the northeastern, no, southeastern Canada. So it's gonna be northeastern Quebec, central Quebec actually. So near southern Ontario, like the rest of it, central and southwestern central Ontario is gonna get, including southern Ontario, is gonna get some lake effect, possible to get some lake effect rainfall. So next hour. And it's still some lake effect rainfall in southern Ontario. So next hour, it's gonna go again. And it's still lake effect is going on. 8 p.m. It's gonna go back. It's disappearing. And high pressure moves to 1029 millibars of pressure. And final hour. Final hour is like nothing except high pressure moves to. So zoom in back to Toronto. So skip today's, if I do today, ignore it. So Scarborough, and then so it's gonna take a while. So Scarborough, Ontario is gonna get some breaks with some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Same thing Richmond Hill, 0.25 millimeters of rain, but no breaks. Brampton, Mississauga later on Mississauga is gonna get 0.25 millimeters of rain for now. In Brampton is gonna get 0.25 millimeters of rain, 25. So Niagara on the lake and parts of Niagara Falls City is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. London, Ontario could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain for now. Uxbridge, Oshawa is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Same thing about but Oshawa gets leaving 2.5 millimeters of rain. Whiteton, Midland, Orella, Beverly, Isles, Georgina is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. So Fort Erie is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rain. It's gonna take a minute. So like next hour, so it's the Peterborough. So Peterborough is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rain. So Peterborough, Coburg is gonna get some 6.25 millimeters of rain. Six point 25 millimeters of rain is at Coburg. So Belleville is done. So Green Spine doesn't count. So next hour. So most of Southern Ontario mean average is gonna be 0.25 millimeters of rain. So London, Ontario, Niagara on the Lake, Coburg, Belleville, Hanover, Whiteton, Owen Sound, Orella, Peterborough, downtown Toronto, even parts of middle of Richmond Hill and downtown Toronto is North York. So North York is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Green Spy also counts St. Catharines. So that's it. I'm just Hamilton by that. So Fort area is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rain. Newmarket, Stoffel, nothing. Stoffel actually just nothing. So Wilkes-Barre, nothing. Rest of Southern Ontario, nothing except Midland. It's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. So let's see what city is this. So Midland is done. So next hour. So most of Toronto is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain, except for Scarborough, Southern. It's not Scarborough. It's Scarborough actually 0.25 millimeters of rain. Mark Stoffel is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Downtown Toronto is going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rain. Brampton, Mississauga, Hamilton, Oakville, Hamilton, Niagara on the lake, parts of Niagara Falls City, Niagara, London, Whiteton, Owen Sound, Collingwood, Midland, Orella, Barrie, Peterborough, no, nothing. So Belleville, Coburg. It's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rain, including Hanover, Newmarket, Orangeville, Stoffel. So next hour, including Fort Erie, it's going to get some 6.25 millimeters of rain. So next hour. So Eastern Toronto is going to get 0.25 millimeters of rain. Whiteton, Owen Sound, Barrie, Georginia, Beverly Isles, Newmarket, Orangeville, Stoffel, and that's it. It's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. So Oshawa, Wilkes-Barre is actually top of the average. 2.5 millimeters of rain. So it's gonna be 0.25 millimeters of rain. Coburg, Fort Erie, it's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Midland is 0.25 millimeters of rain. Collingwood is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rain. So next hour, except Hanover is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. So next hour, 2 p.m. So Brampton, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Orangeville is going to get 0.25 millimeters of rain. Beverly Isles, Georginia, Whiteton, Owen Sound, Hanover, Fort Erie, Niagara Falls City, Niagara on the Lake, Belleville, giving some breaks. So Peterborough, It's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. So next hour. So Scarborough, Ontario is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Same thing in Stouffville. Richmond Hill is, but Stouffville is gonna get this going to start. So Richmond Hill, Newmarket, but Newmarket some breaks. Orangeville doesn't count. So Brampton, Mississauga, Cobourg. It's gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rain. So Oakville, Hamilton, Grimsby, St. Catharines. Actually, Grimsby doesn't count. So Niagara on the Lake, Niagara Falls City, Fort Erie, Collingwood, Collingwood, Hanover, Georginia, Beverly Isles, Barrie, Peterborough. Peterborough doesn't count, so it's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. So next hour on the Oshawa is gonna get 2.5 millimeters of rain. Wilkes-Barre is 0.25 millimeters of rain. So Oshawa is gonna get some later on 2.5 millimeters of rain instead of now. So next hour. And freezing line moves through, so I talk about the temperature pattern later on. But 534 line doesn't count for the precipitation pattern because the temperature, that's a temperature thing. So Watertown, Barrie, Georginia, Orella, Hanover, Fort Erie is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Collingwood, Maitland is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. So next hour, 2 p.m. So Stouffville, Newmarket doesn't count. This is very far than the north. So Watertown, Barrie, Beverly Isles, Georginia, Peterborough, actually. Peterborough is going to get 0.25 millimeters of rain. So Collingwood, Hanover 0.25 millimeters of rain. Fort Erie, Niagara on the Lake, it's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. But later on, Niagara Falls City is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain, including Grimsby, not Grimsby, but that doesn't count. Other city doesn't count. Beyond like Grimsby, Niagara Falls City actually. What do I say? So next hour, so Niagara on the Lake, Niagara Falls City, Fort Erie, Collingwood, Hanover, Grimsby, St. Catharines. So Grimsby is actually middle of Hamilton, and it's right here, this line. Other line's wrong, so next hour, Mississauga, parts of Mississauga could get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. Even Belleville, let's see how far is Belleville. So Belleville doesn't count because it passes through quickly. So next hour, 8 a.m., third final hour. So Collingwood, Barrie, Georginia, Hanover, let's see where's Hanover. Hanover is possible to get some 0.25 millimeters of rain later on. So Niagara on the Lake, 0.25 millimeters of rain. So next hour, there's a high pressure system. It's not right away, it's gonna go away. The rainfall is still, it's gonna take time. So next hour, 2 p.m. a freezing line moves to northeast Ontario. So Collingwood, Barrie, Georginia, later on, but even Hanover, Yeah, Hanover is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. So that's it. So next hour, nothing. So Southern Ontario. So precipitation every 12 hours except the today's. So 8 p.m. So downtown Toronto is 4 millimeters of rain. Brampton is 1 millimeters of rain. Mississauga is going to get some 1.2 millimeters of rain. It's 1.5, but it's 1.2. So Scarborough, Stouffville is going to get some 1.2 millimeters of rain. Niagara on the Lake is 1 millimeters of rain. 4 millimeters of rain is in Niagara Falls City. 2 millimeters of rain in London. 3 millimeters of rain in Whiteton. Owen Sound is what? 1.2 millimeters of rain. 1.7. It's 1.7 millimeters of rain. So Barrie, Ontario is 1.2 millimeters of rain on this. 1.2 millimeters of rain. So 1.7 millimeters of rain is in Mississauga. Actually, 1.2 millimeters of rain is in Fort Lighters Grace. So Newmark is 1 millimeters of rain. And Owen Sound is going to get. It's actually 1.7 millimeters of rain. So 2 millimeters of rain in Cobourg, 1 millimeters of rain in Belleville. Scarborough is going to be done. So Hamilton is going to get some 0.2 millimeters of rain. Orangeville is going to get Newmarket is 0.7 millimeters of rain. Stouffville 0.2. Peterborough is going to get some 0.7 millimeters of rain. Belleville is 1 millimeters of rain. So Oshawa Uxbridge is going to get some 0.2 millimeters of rain. So next hour, it could be possible to get like total precipitation 120 hours. So next hour might be corrected a little bit. So Brampton 5 millimeters of rain. 3 millimeters of rain down to Toronto, including Mississauga. 3 millimeters of rain Scarborough down to Toronto. But down to Toronto is lighter than Scarborough, heavier than Scarborough. So down to Toronto is actually lighter than Scarborough. So Scarborough is has to be like 6 millimeters of rain. 1 millimeters of rain in Oshawa. 3 millimeters of rain in Market, including Orangeville. Orangeville has less rainfall, so the Newmarket, so it's gonna be 2.5 millimeters of rain. Uxbridge 2 millimeters of rain, 3 millimeters of rain. Cobourg, Belleville is 0.2 millimeters of rain. Barrie, Ontario is gonna get some 1.7 millimeters of rain. Belleville Isles is going to get some 1.7 millimeters of rain. Georgina is going to get some 1.2 millimeters of rain. Hamilton 0.2. Niagara on the Lake is 2 millimeters of rain. 1 millimeter. 0.7 millimeters of rain, even number 1. It's going to get some 0.7 millimeters of rain. Fort Erie is going to get some 1.7 millimeters of rain. Grisby is 2 millimeters of rain. Whiteton, Owen Sound, Midland is going, no, Whiteton, Owen Sound is 0.7, Midland is 0.2. Peterborough is going to get mostly for now, it's 0.2 millimeters of rain. Belleville is done, so next we're on this Collingwood. So for Collingwood is 4 millimeters of rain in the 5. So next hour day actually. So Mississauga, Brampton is parts of it. It's gonna get some 0.2 millimeters of rain, 1 millimeters of rain Niagara on the Lake, Niagara Falls City is going to get some 0.7. 0.7, 1.2 is Fort Erie. Whiteton is 0.2, including Owen Sound. 3 millimeters of rain. Collingwood, Midland, nothing. Barrie is going to get some 1.7 millimeters of rain. Georgia is going to get some 0.7 millimeters of rain. Newmarket is going to skip that. So Stouffville is going to get 0.2 millimeters of rain. Cobourg is 0.2 millimeters of rain. Same thing in Peterborough. Belleville is 0.2 later on. So even at 0.7 for now. Actually 0.6. Let me check the actual placement. So 0.5 actually millimeters of rain for now. But so Hanway skipped a long time, so it's gonna get some 1.2 millimeters of rain. So Uxbridge, Oshawa, nothing. So let's look at the final day. So Hanover, Ontario is going to get some 0.2 millimeters rain. Collingwood is going to get 0.7 millimeters rain. Barrie, Ontario is going to get 0.7. 0.2 with Georgia, including Beverly Isles. So nothing else in Southern Ontario except parts of it. So total precipitation every 12 hours. This will correct everything more. So 9 millimeters of rain in Brampton. Mississauga is 9 millimeters. 7.5 millimeters of rain. Downtown Toronto is 10 millimeters of rain. 8 millimeters of rain is in Stouffville. Scarborough is 9 millimeters of rain. Oshawa is 7 millimeters of rain. Wilkes-Barre 7 millimeters of rain. Newmarket is 10 millimeters of rain. 9 millimeters of rain in Peterborough. 16 millimeters of rain in Cobourg. 4 millimeters of rain is in Belleville. Niagara, Niagara Falls is 11 millimeters of rain. 7 millimeters of rain in London. 14 millimeters of rain in Whiteton, 20 millimeters of rain in Collingwood. Oakville is going to be gonna skip that. So 2 millimeters of rain in Hamilton. Orangeville is going to be skipped sometimes. So 6 millimeters of rain. So Brampton is 6 degrees, 8 degrees in Downtown Toronto. Scarborough 6 degrees. Scarborough is 6 degrees. So for 5 degrees, 8 degrees in Downtown Toronto. Mississauga is 8 degrees, 7 degrees is in Hamilton. Niagara-on-the-Lake is 8 degrees, 7 degrees in Niagara Falls City. London is 5 degrees, 6 degrees in Whiteton, 6 degrees in Collingwood. Newmarket is 5 degrees, 4 degrees in Orangeville. 5 degrees. So Wilkes-Barre is 5 degrees, 7 degrees in Oshawa. 9 degrees is in Cobourg. Peterborough 7 degrees, 9 degrees is in Belleville. Next, our analysis Hanover counts. So Hanover is going to be skipped. So Newmarket, Stouffville, Scarborough, Downtown Toronto, Peterborough, Cobourg, Oshawa, Collingwood. Collingwood is 11 degrees, 9 degrees is in London, Niagara Falls City, 10 degrees in Niagara-on-the-Lake, Hamilton, Wilkes-Barre, Belleville is 12 degrees in Brampton, Mississauga, 10 degrees in Whiteton, Orangeville 11 degrees, 10 degrees actually. So next hour, 6 degrees is in Brampton, Stouffville, Newmarket, Orangeville. Newmarket and Orangeville is 5 degrees. So Wilkes-Barre is 5 degrees, 6 degrees in Oshawa, 6 degrees in Cobourg, 5 degrees in Peterborough, 5 degrees is in Belleville. Niagara-on-the-Lake is 8 degrees, 7 degrees in Niagara Falls City, 6 degrees in London, 6 degrees in Whiteton, 7 degrees in Collingwood, 7 degrees in Downtown Toronto. Hamilton 8 degrees in Oakville. Mississauga 7 degrees. Next hour, including 4 degrees, 8 degrees. 11 degrees in Brampton, London. 9 degrees in Whitehall, Collingwood, except you ignore the big lines. So, Newmarket, Stouffville, downtown Toronto, Stouffville, Uxbridge actually, so Uxbridge. 9 degrees. 11 degrees is in Niagara Falls City, Niagara on the Lake. 11 degrees in Peterborough, 12 degrees in Oshawa, Quebec. Bevel, 13 degrees. Oak Hills, 12 degrees, 11 degrees in Mississauga. Hamilton is 12 degrees in Greensby. Rangeville is going to get some 11 degrees. It's going to be 10 degrees. So, next hour, the actual hour. Brampton, 5 degrees, 6 degrees in Northern Toronto, 5 degrees in Scarborough, Scarborough mostly. So, Stouffville, 3 degrees in Orange. Newmarket, 4 degrees is in Orangeville, 2 degrees in Uxbridge, 5 degrees in Oshawa, 6 degrees is in Quebec, 4 degrees in Peterborough, 5 degrees in Belleville, Niagara on the Lake is 7 degrees, 5 degrees in Niagara Falls City, London 3 degrees, Whiteton 5 degrees in Collingwood, 6 degrees in Hamilton, Oak Hill is going to be 6 degrees, 7 degrees actually. So Mississauga 6 degrees next hour. 10 degrees in Brampton, downtown Toronto. Let's see how it's going. Brampton, downtown Toronto. Stouffville's 8 degrees, 9 degrees in Scarborough, 8 degrees in Newmarket. Orangeville is 9 degrees, 8 degrees in Uxbridge. Oshawa is 9 degrees, 10 degrees is in Quebec. Peterborough is 10 degrees in Belleville. Niagara on the Lake is 11 degrees, 10 degrees in Niagara Falls City. London is 9 degrees in Whitehall. Collingwood is 7 degrees. Oak Hill is 10 degrees, 12 degrees. Hamilton 11 degrees. So next hour. 7 degrees in Whitehall, Collingwood is 5 degrees in London, 4 degrees in Brampton, 5 degrees in downtown Toronto, 2 degrees in Stouffville, 4 degrees. This is Scarborough. Newmarket is 2 degrees, Orange was 1 degree. 2 degrees, Uxbridge 2 degrees, Oshawa is 3 degrees, 6 degrees in Quebec, 4 degrees, Peterborough, 4 degrees, it's in Belleville, 8 degrees in Niagara on the Lake, Niagara Falls City is 5 degrees, 6 degrees in Hamilton, 6 degrees in Oak Hill. Greensby is 8 degrees. 3 degrees is done, so this is close to the end. Let's see. So 9 degrees in Whitehall, Collingwood, Peterborough, 10 degrees in Newmarket, Stouffville, Scarborough possible. So Oshawa, Quebec, 8 degrees in Uxbridge, 11 degrees in Brampton, downtown Toronto, Mississauga. So 12 degrees. So Hamilton 11 degrees, everywhere in Niagara Falls is 11 degrees, 11 degrees in Belleville, 11 degrees in London, Greensby 11 degrees, so this is the actual end of the video.